Alright, my friend. Welcome to the Dark Side. Also, it's first episode of Dark Side, which is the web development series. And in this episode, we are going to learn everything that you should know before you start web development, like all the basics things you're gonna need to know before you start web development, like what is front end, what is back end, and what things you need, like what tools and softwares you require to start a web development. So let's start with the front end. What exactly is front end? Suppose you open google.com in your browser, and whatever you see on your screen is called front end. Like the buttons, the colors, the text, the images, anything you see on your screen comes under front end category. And for more information, you can read on the screen. Let's go to the backend. What exactly is backend? It is the exact opposite of front end. Alright, so the backend is the part of website which normal people or normal user don't have access to. What it means that you cannot see the code, you cannot access the files directly via browser of a backend, and this backend part is responsible for handling requests and organizing files and everything. And it's also known as server side, or maybe you can call it a server. When you open up your browser, it's also called a client. Your browser is also a client, so it makes a request to Google server to get the HTML file so it can render and display it to you on your screen. And next we are going to learn what languages we are gonna use in front end. So the first step is HTML, which also stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is used to design the portion. I mean the sketch. For example, you can sketch on a paper with black pen or maybe blue, but black is more, you know, usual. When you sketch on your paper, that's called HTML, and it is just used to design the markup, the prototype, without actually any colors and all. For the colors and stylings, we need CSS, which is a cascading style sheets, and this CSS is used to put colors, to put margins, to put paddings, alignment, everything on your website. Without this, your website would look actually like this, and with the CSS, your website is gonna look like this. And next up, we have JavaScript. JavaScript is used to handle user interactions basically. You can say like when you click on a button, what's gonna happen when you type in an input box, what's gonna happen. So when you scroll down, when you click on something, what's gonna happen. That's all comes under JavaScript. And JavaScript takes care of everything from user inputs to user button inputs to everything. Every actions you do on a website is handled by JavaScript. So next up we have backend languages. What languages should you use for backend? And in this series, we are going to use Node.js, which is a little bit too far from now. So we'll cover up Node.js in this series. You can use Node.js, Python, and Java. Okay, so next up we are gonna know which softwares and tools you should use. So the first one is Visual Studio Code, which is the most loved one by the developers, whether it could be web developers or anything. But Visual Studio Code is very lightweight. You can install it on your PC. For more information, check the description below to download Visual Studio Code. And next up, you're gonna need is browser. Uh, I would highly suggest you to use Chrome or Firefox. And next is terminal. We are going to use terminal and command line tools to set up our projects and run and develop and build everything on terminal. So it's very friendly. And next up we are going to learn is Node.js. Node.js we are going to use for backend part basically. And the last, which is optional. You can ignore this one, but it's very good to have it, which is called Git, and it's a version control. We're going to learn more about that later in the series. So that's it for this episode. And next episode I'll be uploading by tomorrow. maybe. And in the next episode, we are going to cover up basics of HTML and CSS. So make sure to stay by. And if you like my content, make sure to subscribe to get notified about my new videos. So, thank you, my friend, and you can call me friend too. And if you have any queries and questions, let me know in the comment section. And I'll be going through every comment. So until then, take care. Bye.